Hey guys, how's it going? So today I'm going to be doing a little bit of an educational piece. In terms of my videos, I've been doing mainly a lot of airsoft, everything related to airsoft, lots of shooting stuff, reviews and all this. I kind of wanted to take this in a different direction for today's video, and I kind of wanted just to cover trigger discipline. So I kind of wanted to, express my thoughts on the practice of trigger discipline, the benefits, and also the effects of either practicing it correctly and not practicing it correctly. So it's going to be kind of an educational video for today, kind of a different direction from what I've been making videos of. So I really hope you guys do enjoy this. But I guess I'll kind of dive into this now. So right here in front of me, I have the, this is, by the way, an airsoft replica. This is not a real firearm. This is the KJW P226 gas blowback pistol. This is going to be my my test model for this video for today, expressing trigger discipline. So this is going to be kind of for people that really haven't heard the term before and have never really been near firearms to really understand what is trigger discipline. Basically, just summed up, trigger discipline is basically when you have, let's say, whatever type of firearm, either a pistol or a rifle, doesn't matter. At all times, are you supposed to keep your finger on the side of the pistol or near the bottom of this frame here, and never on the actual trigger itself, unless you're down your let's say, for example, if you're in an airsoft field, if your target is the person over there, it's going to be airsoft. So it's a different type of activity. So you can shoot people, but it's the sport of it. It's not anything crazy. Or for a real firearm, when you're shooting down the range to your paper target, until you're ready to point, aim those iron sights, and shoot, that's the only time your finger should be on the trigger. At any other moment, when you're, for example, I don't know, if your gun case is 10 feet that way and you take it out to go to your spot in the range or whatever, the whole time you're walking there, it's good to always have, first off, a magazine out, check everything, make sure that it's empty inside, and get to your station, load up everything. As soon as you got your target down the line, get your pose down, get your sights angled to the target, and then once you know you're about to pull the trigger and fire at that target, that's when your finger goes on the trigger. So basically, it's just keeping your finger off the trigger at all times until you're ready to fire at something, whether it's, you're playing airsoft, you're going to be shooting against another team with your airsoft gun, or practicing your shooting training with a real firearm at a range or something. So basically, that's what trigger discipline is summed up. I'll kind of let you know what, the good things with trigger discipline and the bad things if you don't practice it correctly. So obviously, we'll go ahead and go with the good things first. So good thing is you'll avoid injury. So whether it's a fake replica pistol that shoots plastic or metal BBs, or a 50 caliber sniper rifle, or a 9mm pistol, or sorry about that, my camera ended up cutting off on me. So what I was going back into saying, whether it's real or fake, you'll prevent an injury from either shooting yourself somehow, shooting some kind of object around you that'll possibly ricochet the bullet, you never know, or, for example, with the whole airsoft metal BB, shooting your eye out or something, or, a lot of these guns, even though they're replicas, they are pretty high powered, and, they can do some damage. They can definitely hurt you. And, I can't even compare it to a real gun. That'll do some devastating damage. There's been stupid situations that I've seen, whether it's in, movies, news articles, or just my friend told me the story of people shooting themselves with real guns just because they're like, woo, like waving them around like idiots, and then all of a sudden they forgot that, they chambered around, and then, you know, they're hanging out, and then bam, you just decided to squeeze the trigger and then plants a bullet in his foot or his body, or God forbid his face. You know, you can't be coming back once you shoot yourself in the face with a real gun, you know. And that's by being foolish and not, you know, first off, if you are going to be that stupid, you shouldn't be near firearms. But there's people that are. This is the real world. We just have to accept that fact, that it's just that messed up and disturbing that somebody could just shoot themselves by being an idiot and not practicing trigger discipline. But, you know, that kind of trails off into a whole nother story. But, you know, the thing is, with practicing it, you'll prevent all of that. You know, and all the stuff I mentioned there, that's kind of like the bad side of things, is you can cause yourself some serious damage, yourself or somebody around you or somebody's property, for example. You know, it could be a whole lot of things. So with the importance of practicing, you know, just firearm discipline, with, you know, training your hands, first off, how to hold everything correctly, you know, where to put your finger. I've kind of seen it, you know, putting it off to the side like so, or kind of towards the bottom underneath the frame here. You know, I've kind of seen all kinds of different tactics, but, you know, for me too, when I first started, you know, messing around with airsoft guns and stuff, of course I was stupid. I didn't really know a whole lot of things. You know, I've had a lot of stupid situations when I was younger. Like, you know, we've all been there. I can't even tell you how many times I shot myself by accident with an airsoft gun that I thought was not loaded, but I was just playing with the trigger, and basically like this with every gun, you know. But I guess sometimes it takes to be an idiot to learn something, but, you know, that only goes so far, because if you take that way, learning like an idiot with a real gun, you might not be coming back from it. You know, luckily it was just replicas, and they didn't do me any damage, really, just a bruise, that's it. But, you know, some people aren't so lucky with that kind of a situation. Some people don't come back because they shoot themselves. You know, even if you shoot yourself in the leg or in the arm or anything, if you shoot the wrong spot by accident, you're gonna hit an artery or something, you're a goner. You know, there's really slim chance. And it's all just comes down to the one little thing, just that finger. Make sure it's just not on that trigger until you're pointing, you got your sights on a target, bam, that's it. You know, again, you know, I learned myself the hard way being younger, when I was in airsoft, or when I was starting off airsoft and didn't really know a lot about guns. But, you know, something like this is definitely a good thing to educate yourself on, just for the future, you know, because I am trying to actually start reviewing real firearms at one point. You know, I'm just trying to figure out when I want to do that, preferably when it gets warmer. Right now it's February and it is really cold outside, and I just don't want to even deal with that right now. I know there's indoor places, but, you know, it's kind of a summertime thing for me that I'm going to probably kind of delve into. I do have some buddies that have insane, like, stockpiles. They're huge into the whole gun world, which is awesome. I definitely get some kind of content in that in the future. But, you know, this is kind of, you know, I've learned a lot, you know, from a lot of my friends who've taken like educational courses with firearms, and they really do, you know, stress the whole thing with, you know, being disciplined and knowledgeable with a firearm. But, you know, I'm going to kind of cut this video now, because it's kind of, it's a very big topic and a lot of things to cover. But that'll maybe be for like a part 2 segment or something. But I don't know, tell me what you guys think about this kind of video, like an educational type video. I have a lot of ideas in mind. If you guys like something like this, you know, definitely let me know. I'm, you know, kind of telling from my own experiences and all that, and then just kind of for the future, really, for everybody to kind of understand a little bit about, you know, just practicing that safety for any type of firearm. If you guys did enjoy the video, definitely like the video, share it. You know, if you guys have any comments or questions for me, you guys can always message me and do whatever. I'm really good with messaging people back. And if you guys are new to this video, welcome. Definitely go check out my channel. I do a lot of airsoft stuff and soon to be real firearm stuff. So if you guys like that kind of thing, I think you'll like my channel. Definitely subscribe, and then you'll see all the content that I pour out. But other than that, you guys have a great day. Thank you for watching.